Hello. How you doing? Yeah, I'm alright, I guess. Had to go to the doctors today. They haven't been feeling right, and they took some blood and stuff, and they think I got an infection, so now it's a matter of waiting for test results. Yeah, I mean, if it's an infection, hopefully we caught it early enough. Hey, First Amendment, what's up, man? Well, we're talking about whatever you want to talk about. I mean, if you have anything you want to talk about, any views? Yeah, I know, Lady Bird. I don't get it. I don't know why the notifications aren't going out. Hey, Spitshine. It's weird. I've been missing out on a whole lot of notifications. Eggman, how you doing? Of course, the lovely Tay. I filed a bug report on this software because it keeps losing the chat and the channel user counter up on top. For some reason, after I've been up for an hour or two, it stops working. So I submitted a bug report earlier today. Yeah, I know everybody kept saying I had the video on my channel. I don't know what video they were talking about. I mean, I got a lot of videos on my channel. So I have no clue which one they were talking about. Was it that Sovereign one? First Amendment Strike Team, man, you got some good shit on your channel, man. I've been digging through people's channels, just kind of looking for things to put into compilation videos. And, yeah. Which Tyrant Alert, though? Are you talking about the one with the guy that pointed the gun, or... Because I posted two today. I posted the one with the guy with the gun, and I posted just, cop needs education alert from Big Nick. Hey, Sybil Ryder. News Now Colorado's channel.
So let me guess, nobody here is going to want to give me ID? Nope. Alright, get out of here.
Alright, well, I'm at, hold on. Which one are you talking about? You guys keep saying fast. Do you mean first? Oh, massive tyrant alert. Duh.
Be quiet.
Yeah, I have this one downloaded, but I hadn't put it up yet. I was going to post a tyrant alert, but then everybody started going live. Oh, duh, the acronym. I haven't paid attention to his name, the acronym being fast. My fault. Sorry, guys. Wasn't even paying attention.
Be quiet. And they... So I had this Los Animas County sheriff's officer or employee almost run me over in the Safeway parking lot here.
Okay.
Coming out the store, she's doing at least 30. She came in from Main Street, took a left-hand turn across the front store, almost ran me over. I had to slam her brakes on, and she still would have slid past me if I didn't stop. And then I also had she almost also hit 3 other people in the crosswalk that's right there in front of the apartment.
Okay.
I can show you the video.
Okay.
Of her plate and stuff.
You get all this from police?
You mind if I take your phone?
No, you're good.
Because of the way she's driving.
This isn't a video of her almost running me over. This is just a video of her and her vehicle.
Okay.
And how she also said she didn't work for the government, even though she's got a Los Animas County Sheriff's jacket on.
Los Animas Sheriff's Office, so you don't work for the government then, huh? You know you were just speeding through this parking lot?
If you had to estimate her speed, what would you estimate it at? Can you please not point that camera at my face? Thank you.
We're on private property. Even if we're on public property, I can still point it at you.
It's just a courtesy that I'm asking you, that's all. Do me a favor though, keep your hand out of your pocket.
I'm not going to do that. I'm the one making the complaint.
No, that's fine, but for officer safety, I'm going to ask you to keep your hands out of your pocket.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So you can either take my complaint with my hand in my pocket or not take it.
Okay, then we're not taking it.
Okay,
Thank you,
and what are your names? What's your name?
It's
Della.
Once again, YouTube stuttering. Yeah. Before I continue with this, because I gotta refresh it anyway, so I'm at 156. Just so you guys know, Spitshine, you keep seeing him say my last video is uploading. I kept thinking he meant last as in the most recent. Spitshine, in case you guys don't know, is going to be taking a little bit of a break from active auditing. However, he is still going to continue to be a great activist in this movement as far as the UK branch. I just want to let you guys know that in case you weren't aware, because I wasn't aware until 10 minutes ago. But yes, he's taking a little bit of a break from active auditing, but he will still be around. He's still in the movement. He's still a great guy to talk to, and we all get to pick on his accent. Let me refresh this because YouTube likes to screw up.
Be quiet.
Della Fuente. Keep your hands out of your pocket.
No, take your hands off me.
Know what's in there.
Take your hands off me right now.
Okay.
Take your hands off. No, get the fuck off me.
Know what's in there.
Get off me. You better take the fuck off. Get the fuck off. Call the police now.
I just want to know.
Call the police. Get the fuck off me.
All I need to do is
no. Get back the fuck up. No.
I'm just gonna
no, you're not gonna pass shit down. You don't have my fucking permission, bitch. Back the fuck up.
I'm not gonna go. You're
gonna lose your fucking job, ho. Get the fuck off me.
Okay, I don't know if you don't.
Get the fuck. I don't give a fuck. We're on my property. Both of you get the fuck off me now.
That's fine.
Now.
Just hold on a second.
Now.
Okay, there's
you're gonna get a fucking lawsuit.
Just relax.
Just on my property, not yours, bitch. Get the fuck off.
Is that all that is? Is a full
I'm not gonna answer any of your fucking questions. What's your name? Gutierrez. You're both gonna lose your fucking jobs. Oh my god.
Do you have any weapons
You
other
have
than this?
no permission to search me. You have no consent at all.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this until
No.
we leave, okay?
No, you're leaving now. Get the fuck off my property. Drop my knife.
Okay.
Drop my property.
Can you step back so I can...
No, I'm not. It's my property.
Okay. I asked you.
Give me my knife and get the fuck out of here.
That's
Now.
fine, that's
No, you didn't ask me shit. Get the fuck out of here.
I asked you to keep your hands out of
Give
your
me my
pockets
knife.
for officer safety.
I'm on my
I patted
property.
you
It
down.
doesn't matter. I'm not being detained. I don't have to listen to you. Give me my knife
For
and get the
officer
fuck
safety,
off. No.
that's why I asked
No,
you
you're
that.
both getting sued. Get the fuck off my property. Now.
That's perfectly fine.
Now.
That is
Go.
fine. I will go.
Unless you just both want to be charged with trespass, get the fuck off my property.
That is fine. I'm just gonna
No,
train you.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
put your
Don't
knife
explain shit
so
to
that
me.
you understand.
Don't explain shit to me.
Okay.
I don't need to. Give me my knife.
Ma'am, yeah, that's fine.
Give me my property.
I'll just say.
So you took my property.
And then just step away. That's all. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And we have Del Fuente and Gutierrez. You're a corporal? You should not be in charge of anybody at all. You need to be fired and lose your job.
Have a good day.
Car 4179. You guys are both gonna lose your jobs and be sued out of fucking hell. Fuck out of here. Fucking douchebags.
Okay. My question is this. Why on earth did, why would YouTube take that down from you? Why on earth would YouTube take that down? I mean, that's no different than many, I mean, sad to say, but that was no worse than a lot of other videos we've seen. Hey, Womps. I want to know why YouTube... I mean, what the hell? Oh, she gave you a strike? She must have. I mean, that's the only way she could have done it. I mean, what the hell? That was absurd. Why on earth did she do that? I mean, she had no right to put her hands on him at all. Or you, or whoever that was. I mean, there was just no reason for that at all. I mean, I get the don't put your hands in your pocket, please. Okay, I can see that. But, I mean, grabbing you and going through your, that's a complete violation of the Fourth. I mean, you know, it is. It's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. So, yeah, I can get her asking, please keep your hands out of your pockets, okay? I can understand that. I mean, most of us could understand that. But to actually physically assault you and go through your pockets and grab your... I mean, it looked like at one point she was twisting the wrist and... I mean, that's just wrong. I don't know any other way to say it. I mean, if you guys want to call in on this, you know, I've got the phone open. Oh. Hold on. Got... Hello? Hello? Oh. Phone just tried to call Cybertron. And it forces me to watch a damn commercial. Anyways, if you guys want to call in on this or anything else, you know, the number's on your screen. I mean, that was bullshit, man. That was definitely a Fourth Amendment violation. I hope a report was made. I really do. I mean, not that it's going to do much good, but at least it's on paper officially that a report was made. You know, I had a very interesting thing, though. On one of my videos that I posted yesterday, I don't know if you guys have watched them. I posted 2 in particular. A 15-minute long, give or take, video, which is a collection of cops cursing people out and that, which, you know, I looked and I couldn't find anything like that before. And Padilla had come up with the idea, and it made sense because he gets asked all the time, why does he curse at cops? So I thought it was a good idea. So, you know, I posted the video, and I'd say within a couple hours, a gentleman, I don't remember his exact name, it's like JT95038 or something like that. I apologize if I get it wrong, but he made a comment about the video focusing only on negative aspects of interactions with cops. And he said, for every negative interaction, there's thousands of positive interactions. And he was like, I can't support this video because it's only focusing on the negative. Well, my reply to him was, you know, that's the whole reason why I made the video. Because there's not enough focus on those negative aspects. So many people out there automatically assume their encounter with police is going to be positive, and therefore they should just comply. You know, I mean, let's face it, most people are automatically complacent when it comes to an interaction with a cop. So my purpose was to focus on the negative so people see how bad it is. I wanted to bring focus to how bad it is. And his reply with that, I was surprised because I was expecting an argumentative reply. And instead, he thanked me. He said he appreciated my explanation, he agreed with my explanation, and he subbed to me. Which, you know, that was very pleasant. It was nice to know that, you know, somebody's eyes could be open to the truth with a simple explanation. I didn't have to go into detail. I didn't have to debate with him. Nothing. I simply explained the purpose of the video. And I thought it was a good win. You know, albeit one person, but it's still a win for our side. And I mean, I hope you guys agree. But, you know, it was just nice to see that somebody's mind could be changed like that. So, again, phone line, I mean, nobody's talking in the channel, so I don't know if my line died or what. Is everybody just being quiet because they're talking in Flowrider's channel? Hey, Ed. You guys hearing me? Like, the channel's not moving at all here. If I don't get a reply in a moment... Oh, okay, geez. It seemed like everybody left. All of a sudden, it was like nobody was talking. I'm already subbed to you, Civil Rider. Sorry. Frontline Media, man. Good on you. You know, we support you 100%. Samuel, welcome. First time I've seen you in this channel. So, welcome. Hey, Maximilian. Thanks for coming. I wasn't expecting many people at all, considering, you know, we just went through several big live streams, so the fact that anybody showed up. You guys, I don't know if you guys have realized, Maximillionaire, if you look at his channel, this man has put in so much effort into helping our people get out. I mean, you could do a compilation video on his phone calls alone, just trying to get people out and help. You know, big props to Maximilian Air for what he's done. No, I missed that Civil Rider. Yeah, that had to be funny. Frontline, what time are you doing this? No, I didn't, Deadly Archer. Like I said, I had to go load the lawnmower up in my ex's van. She needed the lawnmower. The city gave her a letter, a notice saying, cut your grass or we're going to fine you. Arrested for UK public photography. Is that... I know I saw the one with you guys together. Oh yeah, I saw it posted. I haven't had a chance to watch the whole video yet. Deadly, yeah. Yeah, see, unfortunately, this is a 35-minute long video, so I'm not exactly sure where it even occurs in this video. Deadly, you can email me your number, but
body camera. Probably request that.
I mean, if you want, you can send me your number, and I'll, we could text about it. It's up to you. Frontline, what time do you plan on going tomorrow? I haven't been getting notifications. I want to make sure. If you're going live stream, I want to see it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been following, man. Frontline has been through hell and back. I mean, from doing a simple recording to being slammed on his head, and the hell he's been through since. Man, it's crazy. Yeah, Deadly, you can text that one. I get text on it most of the time. Well, sometimes Black Label pulls it instantly. He makes it private because he wants to edit it. Or it goes straight to YouTube so they can review it. I'm not sure how he's got that set up. It all depends on how it's set up. I feel all special now. I actually have a personalized my channel qualified for a personalized YouTube URL. They didn't let me do it before. That's it in the channel right there. For the longest time, they wouldn't let me have a personalized URL. Now my channel qualified. I have his number, Max. I can't give it out without his permission, but if you have contact information you want me to pass on to him, I can do that. His channel is Frontline Media at Hardgrove. Hold on, I'll grab the channel URL. That's Frontline's channel. Yeah, I know. You can see how grainy it is in that. I feel all special, though, having my own YouTube special, personalized URL now. And then I did, you can see on the screen there, I've got a PayPal me now. So you don't have to use my email address if anyone cares to donate to me. There's my PayPal link below. I'm starting to get it together, you know, making things easier for people, and I'm working on a side-by-side live interview system that I can do live interviews. Yeah, I'm gonna do it in a spit. I'll do it spit shine. My apologies. Got caught up in that. Okay, guys, we're going to start at the 23-minute mark. And this is Fluke Dog, one of our auditors over in the UK, dealing with the same kind of tyranny we deal with here. Yeah, Deadly, I saw mics for 20-25 bucks there for the cheapies, like 35-40 for nice ones.
It's like with any sort of security. If someone's not on your policy, then...
Have your names and numbers, please.
As long as I'm not bashing them over there.
False numbers written right there. Okay, that's what you're entitled to.
It's about...
Okay.
And who might you be?
Sorry, I don't answer questions.
Okay, well you're asking for our name and
Yeah.
number, so perhaps you'd like to identify yourself.
No, I'm alright, thank you.
Marking orders out, you know, and then...
We're just waiting for his unique reference number and then we'll be on his way. Thank you. Huh? Sorry, I don't answer questions. I've already answered all the questions I'm going to do.
Okay, well, I'm still going to ask them.
Okay.
No, but anyway, you know, it's
no
like...
explanation of what you're doing here.
I've already explained myself to this young lady and the gentleman in the car that's writing up his report.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So, at the moment it seems like you've got no...
What annoys me a little bit is the fact that I'm out filming in a public place.
You're both at a military site taking photographs and videos.
Someone saying to me, oh,
you not see how that looks?
on a golf course, that's suspicious.
Okay, so,
you know what I mean? It's kind of...
just for my own sort of education then, so if the guy, so you were obviously felt aggrieved with the way, in the way in which the guy spoke to you. If he'd have come at that differently, you'd have taken your photographs and moved on.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you still here now then?
Because they said they were ringing the police.
The point is if you call the police and we bugger off, then they're going to think we're up to no good, and then they come chasing after us. So that's why we're waiting, because it's the best thing to do in this scenario. Not doing anything anymore.
Shall we move?
Well, we can get all the information anyway.
We can go to the police station and get that, yeah? Right, are we being detained again?
Yeah, you're still detained at the minute, mate, because we're running your search records like
that's alright, we don't need them, we'll go to the police station and get them.
No, you're still detained for the minute, guys.
Let me just check the battery on this GoPro. Alright, it's down to 1 bar.
So I've got more money.
I've got my spare with me. I've got the spare battery as well, I didn't realise I brought that.
Oh, for the thingy?
For the radio, yeah. I want to check it out.
Well, if it still does the same thing, then it's got to be the unit, not the battery.
It's not the unit. We swapped the unit out yesterday.
Using the other end of your
Can you imagine if every time you went out in your car and you were driving down the motorway at 70 miles an hour, you got stopped by the police? Do you know what I mean? That's what it gets like when I'm out public taking pictures. Because it's not illegal.
That's why
if it was illegal, all the cameras would be banned, wouldn't they?
Surely you must understand where the suspicion arises from, especially in the current climate with all that's been going on recently.
And I'll reiterate what I said earlier.
There's
if it's legal, it can't be suspicious.
But okay,
it'd be like if we was on a golf course playing golf.
Yep.
Would you consider that suspicious?
It would depend on your behaviour, but then
I'm playing golf on a golf course.
As you're saying,
if I'm taking photographs in a public space, it can't be suspicious because it's legal. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so if
I was doing something that's potentially illegal,
public place, and there's children about, would you still be able to
well,
take
I
photos?
don't go around filming children.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You're saying that if you're in a public
place... No, because
place,
then I'd need the position of the management of the leisure centre to be on their property taking pictures.
But it's deemed a public place, so some people might think it's okay
to
take photos.
They might have a policy on their property that they don't want people taking photographs. And then if I'm on their property, I have to abide by their policy.
Yeah.
It's the same here. If these guys said to me, look, you can come on the base, but you can't take pictures of X, Y and Z, but you can take pictures of A, B and C, I have to abide by their policy. Yeah. I know the rules on photography, trust me.
I'm not questioning the rules, I'm just seeing if
there's only one thing I can't take pictures of, and that is indecent images of children. The only thing I'm not allowed to do. And I know, I've been doing this for 30 years, man. You got these colour numbers as well?
Yeah, sort of, yeah. It'd be better off you getting them through as well. Just double checking out for them.
Red number.
You know, it's the thin blue line.
Oh. The desecrated flag. I'll have to look up the law on that actually. You know, they did it in the States, didn't they? There's a law that says you can't do anything to the American flag. Yeah? Good luck. All this because we didn't want to give our ID, which we don't have to give. All of this just because your butt hurt because you didn't get your way.
If you haven't got anything to hide, why would you not give your name?
Because you don't have to. This is the thing, they mention the word terrorism, right? Then my name gets logged under a shirts of terrorism, yeah? Next thing you know, I end up on the no-fly list. Yeah, that's why I don't give my details out.
But perhaps in that case, then,
because that's the whole point of the law. The law is there to protect me. As long as I'm within the law, I don't have to give up anything, and that's the reason why.
This is England.
I could end up on a terrorist watch list, standing in a public place taking pictures. That's what I mean.
Okay,
it's insane.
Not happy with these stories. We're arresting you both on suspicion of preparing acts of terrorism. You don't have to say anything. That may harm in defence. No questions. Something later line of court. Anything you do say. Maybe
false arrest, assault, battery.
Say hi to that. Otherwise, it's.
Oh well, yeah.
Okay. Absolutely.
Well, after you get back from the drag,
oh, nice. You got the front bit and I got the back bit.
Section 5
No comment.
Yeah, big time.
There's So the necessity for your arrest is to prevent harm being caused to other people and to enable prompt and effective investigation of those offences.
Yeah.
See, all this just for doing something that's legal. All this for doing something that's legal.
The suspicion is that it's not
There's no
illegal.
suspicion. It's not illegal. It's not illegal.
If you could give us a good reason as to why you were doing that.
We came up here to take a picture of that tank. They came out barking orders.
Yeah.
They said they were phoning the police. We waited for you. End of story. That is where we are.
Right. I'm not happy with
Now,
that at the
because
moment.
they came out and said they called you, out of respect, we didn't walk off because we didn't want you chased. Because we didn't want you to chase us all around the town trying to find us. So that's why we stayed. We stayed out of respect. All right. And this is what we get for saying.
I'm aware that
Do you want me to take that? I'll just pop it on the thingy on the seat because I don't want you to drop it, mate.
He's the reason that we're all here. All because of him coming out and being rude. Well, if you come out of us with a bit of civility, mate, we might not all be standing here. If you came out with a bit of decency...
You enjoy your 24 hours in the neck.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be back to out here again after 24 hours.
Hi guys, just an ending for this video just to save me typing it all out basically. At the point where the camera goes in the back of the car, we're in handcuffs and we stay in handcuffs for 2.5 hours while they run around like fucking idiots, making phone call after phone call after radio message after God knows what else. Eventually after 2.5 hours we were de-arrested, taken back to my car and they searched the car.
Alright guys, well what do you think of that? Wow, now it got dark in here. Anybody got any thoughts on that? Anybody want to call in on that? My little spider friends are running around good. I have like 10 spiders that live right here next to my table. Dude, I understand Frontline, man. I do. I really do. You know, I was there before, and I know what it's like. You're right, Ed. That's why it needs to stop to begin with. Did I miss a text on here? No, that's why it needs to stop. I mean, flat out. You can see it's even all this crap is even happening in the UK. I mean, it's just absurd, you know. And all we can do is keep drilling it in their heads while staying as legal as we can. And the best we can do right now, guys, is, you know, spread the word about Frontline Media. You know, tell your users about it. Tell them to go check out his story. I keep telling him to put together a playlist of all the videos in chronological order associated with what happened to him, or create a nutshell video that shows clips of what happened. That would make it a lot easier to get other people involved. And the one thing I do have to say thanks to, hey, Big Nick. What's up, man? Did you, yeah, I need you to email me. I need to talk to you about something. JH, there he is. Hey JH, I was telling them about how you had commented on my video and how it had focused on the negative aspect of law enforcement when there was so much positive out there, and you know how you read my explanation and appreciated my explanation, and you know, it's just one more way to show that this does work. It just takes time, you know. But I'm glad that you gave it the chance to read my explanation and to sub to my channel. Big Nick posted a video, I believe, because I did a small teaser for it, which I have to add to my teaser playlist. I'm still not used to this, being able to do this on the TV too. Man, I'm sorry, Frontline. I really wish there was more I could do. I mean, I fully intend on spreading the word as best I can. But I need to find your videos that show the assault and whatnot, because I do want to try to help you any way I can. And right now, the biggest way I can is with a PSA of some sort. Well, thank you, JH. I appreciate that. I mean, I try to do everything I can. I'll be out in the field auditing soon enough. My probation is supposed to be over in like a week and a half. And then I could be back out there. So
ID.
So this comes by way of Big Nick. We all know he does amazing work, and he's a killer auditor. So let's take a peek at this. This is a short video, I'm assuming an excerpt from a larger film. Frontline, man, I know, I really do. I know what it's like, man. Big Nick, yes, please email me. It is somewhat important, so.
ID.
You just said it on your own camera that you're not identifying.
I'm not going to identify. What's going to be the charge?
I'll take your phone for evidence.
You won't take my phone. Sergeant, how are you? I'm getting all types of threats from this particular officer here, telling me that she's going to take my phone and that I have to identify to her, which I don't because I know the Florida Penal Code on presenting ID. I haven't broken the law. I'm not committing a crime. I'm not in the commission of a crime. So she has no legal authority to arrest me for failure to ID, which is a secondary charge to the primary charge, whatever it may be. So I need you to let her know that she has to stop threatening to arrest me if I don't identify myself for her for being just a regular citizen. And also, there's a poster in there, poster 7, which allows media, free press, to come inside of government buildings. There's also a memo from the Homeland Security, which provides security for them, 2018 updated version. And it's on the wall in there that for media purposes and for public information, I have the right to go inside of the foyer, all public areas, and record. She's threatened to trespass me. I have it on video. Not one customer complained. Only the government workers. Only the government workers did. Only
Alright, well, that was, I mean, that Big Nick at his finest. I mean, the man is on the ball. He's hammering out details, specification, law, policy. That's how you gotta be. Big Nick's putting it down. I mean, damn. He's like the Mr. T of auditing. I was just waiting for him to call her a fool. Ladybird, I don't, honestly, I don't know what to say. I mean, FLM, you know we're here, dude. We're all a big family. My number is on the screen. If you need somebody to talk to, the number's right there, man. You know, I know what it's like, dude. I've been there big time. I do. I know when you're sitting there thinking about that ultimate decision. I get it. I really wish there was some other way I could help you. I mean, I'm barely scraping by as it is on my own, you know. All I could say is, you know, life, it may put you down, but as long as you keep fighting, eventually you'll pick yourself back up. You gotta find a reason to fight. For me, it's my 3 kids. You know, I've got 3 wonderful, beautiful children, and that's what keeps me here every day. As much as I'm so sick and tired of fighting all these medical issues, they keep me here. You know. Yes, Ed, I worry about his safety as well. I've watched enough of Big Nick's work to know, you know, Big Nick, man, you do push the ball. What's up, W. Rail? Welcome. First time I've seen your name here. Eastern Kentucky throwing up that fist. Okay, we have a new video here from Radical Reactor. It was posted 18 minutes ago, so I'm assuming this is the video that Ed was talking about. Well, WRail, this channel is essentially, I mean, I know I don't have a lot of users in here right now. A big part of that is because, you know, so many people have already been live today. Basically, this is a channel where you can come, you can hang out, you can talk to other people, talk about your channel, advertise your own videos. Excuse me. You can, you know, as long as you're not talking racism or bigotry or any of that, you're welcome to talk about whatever you want here. If you want to call in, the number's on the screen. You know, for some reason my damn phone keeps turning the screen off and I told it not to. I've been talking back and forth with Maximillionaire, and I'm gonna set up a interview with him. A live interview with him, whether it be by phone or if I don't know if he does screen interviews or not, but I'm trying to get a side-by-side interview system set up, but at least I could do a phone interview with him, but I still got to work out the details with him on the when, and I'd like to have more people here, but for now we can take a look at Radical Reactor's new video and see what he has to show us.
With the Wix,
and I do I like to be more interactive. If you guys got videos you want me to show, you want me to talk about a specific topic, whatever, this channel is about you guys. This is about helping bring everybody together. So I can only hope that you enjoy.
Logo Maker. You can create a professional logo for your brand. Go to Wix.com.
Yeah, I do. I was actually, the guy that I spoke with, he told me to hold on. I asked him about poster 7, and he told me to hold on, so he never came back out, so I went back out and I took some video footage around back, and then I came back in here to see if he had found out about poster 7 yet, so that way, then I could talk to him about it, but he never came back.
Are you conducting business?
I am.
What is the business you're conducting?
Well, I'm here about poster 7, and I'm here to speak with the postmaster.
Well, let's go outside.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Let's go outside.
What's your name, sir?
I'm post inspector. Let's go outside.
Okay. Thank you, sir. But what would you
You're
tell the judge that?
business on the postal, in the postal facility. You're trespassing. I will escort you out of the building.
I'm not trespassing, sir.
You are
because I was asked to stick around by that gentleman, not this one, but the other one. Oh, you're touching me, sir?
Yeah.
You're touching me? You're touching me? Assault! 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 Help! I will be forced! I'm trying to go out the door. Damn! Fucker! Look!
Off the property.
Look!
Let's go.
Sir, I don't wish to leave the property that way. I can leave however I want to leave.
You're trespassing or you will be arrested. You can record all you want right down on the public sidewalk. Okay?
All right.
You're not? Come on.
Okay, well, you need to leave your hands off me because I will be forced to defend myself. I'm trying to walk that way. I'm trying to walk that way.
You will be arrested if you don't.
Look, if I trip over this curb and get injured, I will sue. So I suggest you back off.
You need to leave.
You got that?
Let's go.
Back off.
Off the property.
Back off. Don't you dare take another step towards me. I feel very intimidated, and I'll be forced to defend myself. There are others around here with cameras, too.
You will be arrested.
Let's go.
I don't care. I was assaulted first. That's called defense in the state of Indiana.
It's time to go. Let's go, buddy. Come on, man. That's nice.
What about poster 7?
If you come back in that facility, you will be arrested.
Yeah.
Oh, I will. So for anything, even to mail some mail. Even to mail some mail?
You're done for today.
But I gotta mail some mail later.
Not here.
Not here, you don't.
Well, I don't know where any other post office is.
Google. You got a phone.
Yeah? Yeah, looks like I got 2, huh? Yeah, you gonna call the police?
No, I'll arrest you and we'll call them and they'll come look you up for trespass.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and you won't give me your name, sir?
Let's go.
You won't give me your name?
Have a good day.
Really?
Get off the
What's your name, sir? Inspector who? Inspector Gadget? Inspector don't have no respect for the Constitution?
Wow. That was some shit. Yeah, I know, Ed, man. That'd have been perfect time to pull the pepper spray out. That was ridiculous. It wasn't even a cop or nothing. That was some shit. You know, I love seeing all these. It's illegal to record. It's illegal to record. You can't do this.
So I just created this dope website with Wix. Let me show you how I did it.
See what this video is here.
First up, go to.
Oh yeah, I saw this one. This is a pretty decent one. This lady here just has no freaking clue. Well, see, now here's the thing with post offices, okay? If you read poster 7 in that, it dictates that the postmaster can say no filming allowed, and you're supposed to follow that. Now, of course, there's a lot of back and forth on what? Anyways, there's a lot of back and forth about the validity of that, the strength of that policy. How well would it hold up in court? Yeah, I know, Ed. I definitely agree. A FOIA on that would be nice to see. The full-on perspective of it. You know, we only got a blocked camera perspective. But from the sounds of it, it was a pretty rough encounter. No matter how you look at it. So, but this video here I watched a while back when it was first released. I mean, it's got over 200,000 views now. But, it was just a typical, you know, perfect example of an uneducated, employee.
It's illegal to film a federal facility?
Yes. Will you turn it off?
A postal police?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a postal facility.
You guys got something?
No, Ladybird, I haven't seen him come back. God, I hate the bugs in this damn thing. No, I haven't seen him message since, for a while now, probably a good 10-15 minutes. Do any of you guys have a video recommendation or something we can watch or talk about? Does somebody want to call in? I mean, I know a lot of people are kind of worn out on live streams from everybody else earlier, but was hoping to get something going. Yeah, I know, Tay. We just got to figure that one out. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Brian?
Yeah, who's this?
It's Dudley.
Oh, hey, man, you're on the air.
Oh, no shit. I had a little bit of lag. Hey, man, since we got some dead time, I don't know how the connection is. One thing I'd like to bring up that I think would be good on your show is if we went into some, like, technical stuff for people, like, from computers to camera equipment, just basic stuff that people are trying to get information on. And, you know, securing a cell phone, like, what, you know, like Jack Dibble's been talking about a little bit. I believe in encrypting an SD card. So, you know, get some stuff out like that to people. I think it would be a good help, too.
No, I agree. I'm actually working on a video for that. Putting together people's recommendations and Well, basically everything you just explained right there, all in one. We can actually talk more off the air about that, but I mean, if people in the channel want to talk technical, if they got some recommendations or ideas, that's perfectly fine with me. I mean, I know with my phone, I lock it all up with PIN numbers and everything, and I do SD card encryption. But, you know, everybody's got their different opinions on what works, what's best. I mean...
Yeah. I think everybody ought to have an extra phone. I mean, look at how many phones Mexican video lost. You know?
Right. I mean, it's a hard thing to do right. I mean, no matter how you look at it. Damn it.
Exactly. I mean, because you never know the way they're going to react. So, you don't know if they're going to snap your shit and you ain't got it. You know, and a lot of people don't think, but once they got that phone, they got your whole contact list, your email list, all your email shit, and everything you got in that phone, man. Do you really want to hand that over?
Right.
I mean, that's pretty deep into your life.
No, I agree. I agree totally. I mean, I know many people who exist through their phones. So, yeah, I get it.
All right, man. Well, I seen you were getting a little bit stretched for time there, and I've been thinking about it for a while, and I've been working on a couple of things myself in that direction. So maybe I'll shoot you an email and let you know about the cameras, stuff that I've looked at. I've gone everything from the budget side of the house to the expensive side of the house. Obviously, I'm not a millionaire. I go for those. So,
right.
But there are some really good spending stuff out there that, you know, are affordable. I mean, you don't have to have a GoPro that costs $500. There's a little Chinese job out there for $100 to get you up and rolling. You know.
Yeah, no. I agree. I've done a lot of reading on those like imitation GoPros, and you know, they actually get a lot of really good reviews. You know, a lot of people say they're comparable to GoPros without the price. So, you know, one of the ones I was looking at that I was telling you is it's just like a GoPro, but you can hook it up to your computer and use it like a webcam, and you could take it and go out in the field with it.
Yeah. You know, and speaking of GoPro, and I know some of the cheaper cameras are doing this, something I don't think a lot of people realize that these cameras are available to do is they're capable of broadcasting whatever they're taking and sending it to the cell phone back to a pickup truck. So that information is not being stored on the camera. So if the cops grab the camera, and if you got somebody else with a cell phone in their pocket, and it's going to that cell phone, that footage is not going to be lost. I mean, granted, most things can be recovered, but it's bitch to get recovered. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and I think that a lot of more people would understand that they could do the technology that's out there, that it would just help things a little bit further along. So that's why I've been, you know, kind of interested with you, is because, you know, you obviously got a good background like I do, and I think we could put some information out there that might be able to help people.
Right. No, I agree. So, yeah, we'll talk more about it. Like I said, I'm putting together a video on that, so I don't want to kind of ruin the surprise. But,
right on, brother. All right, man. We'll keep up the fight. Keep up the fight, and I'll send you an email, and we'll get this done after the live stream.
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling.
All right, buddy.
Yep. Bye. Well, that was Deadly Archer. Just talking about auditor technology and what people use in the field versus what they use at home. No name brands versus name brands, things like that. So, yeah, I am putting together a video on that. That's what I've been kind of going through and getting people's opinions on, you know, price variations, brand name variations, functionality reviews, things like that. So, I know I've done a lot of research on the cheaper cameras, and those imitation GoPros, they really do get a lot of good reviews. See, this freaking bug drives me nuts, man. I'm a software engineer by trade, so seeing a bug in software drives me nuts every time. Yeah, the great thing about when you're live streaming is, yeah, like they're saying, YouTube automatically keeps a copy of it. So it's there right up until the phone is shut off and the stream is killed. And then it'll automatically do whatever it does based on whether or not you're monetized. Does it have to go to YouTube jail until it's checked to see if it's can be monetized, things like that. But a copy will exist on the YouTube server. Is there an affordable camcorder that live streams? I know, I don't know exact name brands or like model numbers and stuff, but I know like Texas Vet gave OKC Vet a Sony handheld camcorder that he used for his first audit, and it seemed to have come out pretty damn good. So, I mean, check out the cheaper Sony stuff. You know, you don't have to have $1,000 equipment. Yes, Deadly. It was pretty, well, I don't hear well anyway, so it's hard for me to tell. But, yeah, there's a bit of a lag. There always is when it comes to live streaming. But, yeah, you could have been the phone service I use for my second line, because obviously I don't want to give out my main phone number to everybody, but it could have been the service and not you, because I've had it be staticky with others before. Big Nick, no, it doesn't mean it's safe at all. If they're keeping your video, or if they're keeping your phone, look at what happened with Pink Camera Magic. They deleted her footage, even though they're not allowed to. But if it was live streamed, there will be a copy on the YouTube server or whatever service you were using. So, but the actual physical phone, there is no guarantee that your footage will be there when you get your phone back. They have a nasty habit of accidentally deleting things and breaking things, and especially their favorite is they lost it. We're sorry. You can file a complaint downtown. You could file an appeal for restitution. Yeah, they love that. Ask Padilla. He's got probably $4 grand worth of equipment sitting in police stations. Yeah, I know, Deadly. I don't complain. Yeah, it's free. So, Russell, that's not necessarily true though. They can always claim we didn't touch it. It must be a problem with the phone. You have to prove the contrary. The burden of proof is on you to prove that they tampered with it. I mean, they can easily say we didn't do it. Who's the judge going to believe? The guy that's irate out on the sidewalk because he's being hemmed up? Or somebody with a blue line? Who do you think the judge will believe first? More often than not. Yeah, there's data recovery, Russell, but there's also been instances where SD cards magically disappeared, and their excuse is, oh, well, you must not have put one in to begin with. We didn't touch it. They love that as well. So, that's why, in a sense, it is good to have auto uploads, and why live streaming helps. Big Nick, that's entirely up to them. There's no guarantee, there's no set time limit unless the judge explicitly says this person's property must be returned within X number of hours or days or weeks. there is no set time as to when your equipment would be returned. The only other thing you run into, hey, Educate, welcome. Obviously not many people on the channel right now. It's pretty dead tonight. But, the only other problem you may run into with live streams is the, if you get a strike on it. Like, what happened with Padilla. He's got videos missing. YouTube, I mean, they automatically take the video, and you have no idea how long it's going to sit in YouTube jail, or if it'll magically disappear. Yeah, so if you live streamed, like say you live stream an encounter, and well, like take that video that we were watching earlier with the tyrant alert. That video got deleted off of Fast's channel. Jeez, I don't know why I'm having trouble thinking, but it got deleted. YouTube deleted it. And that was because there was a strike on it. Now, YouTube can, I mean, if YouTube doesn't want to put up with the harassment from the cops, they could just say, we're sorry, we ruled in favor of the complainant, and they delete the file. But yeah, like, look at Educate, his video was like instantly copied and recopied, and I mean, I have a copy. I actually have 2 copies. So, I mean, it's been copied so many times, it was like instantly. I mean, I walked into Educate's live stream just as it was getting ready to cut out. And Rika filled me in on what happened. So I watched the screen, the time, and then I hit refresh and refresh and refresh. And finally the video popped up. So I immediately downloaded it, so I would have a copy. But sometimes, like, it'll go live, it'll be there, but as soon as you end your live stream, if they call YouTube or get online to YouTube and put a strike on it, then you got issues. Yeah, see, Big Nick, there you go. But then you got to worry about their security footage accidentally being missing. I mean, the best, see, it's hard because unless you got a camera, like say you were, like Deadly Archer was live streaming, say he's live streaming, the best thing would be to have somebody recording his live stream. Now the hard part is YouTube doesn't allow you to just, save a live stream to your hard drive as it's happening. So I've seen people take their web camera, like say they know their buddy's going out auditing and they're going to live stream. They take their webcam and point it at their monitor. And they film it as it's happening. So even if the file ends up in YouTube jail, they still have a copy of it because they filmed their monitor. Now there are, I'm sure there's programs, I don't know of any, but I'm sure there are programs that let you record a live stream. Like if I was watching Deadly Archer's live stream, I'm sure there's a program out there somewhere that lets me save it to my hard drive as it's happening. I just haven't looked because I didn't really think about it until now. So this is definitely food for thought. Yeah, well, CopCam does what I used to do. He's at the software level. I mean, I was thinking about writing my own OBS. But I started using Streamlabs and I really liked it. Of course, now version 09 has these bugs in it where 08 worked fine. But that's just annoying for me. But I mean, if I sat down and really focused on it, I could write an OBS. Hey, I don't know. I've been trying to find out. I don't know of anybody that has his number. Oh, California Citizen Watch? Yeah, that's a 50-minute video. I'm going to have to go through it and find out all of the spots. Ladybird, I don't know what else to do. I really don't. FLM's a very private person. He's never, as far as I know, there's few, if any, people have his number. He doesn't even really consider himself an auditor that much. He considers himself more as somebody just going through some shit. So, I mean, I've talked to him about it before, and all but had to convince him that he is indeed an auditor. I wish I knew. I wish I had his number, but he never gave it to me. Man, what a dead night. Jeez. I was hoping for, you know, a bigger turnout and we could have some fun, but I guess tomorrow I'll try to put together a better playlist, and hopefully we don't have 100 people go live so I could, you know, entertain you guys, hopefully. Is there anything in particular you guys want to see on the show? I mean, I know I'm not exactly the most entertaining person, but hey, Cybertron, apologize. I didn't see you come in. The message was there. I was just babbling. Well, show a video, huh? I've been showing videos, man. Tell me a video to play. I ran out of videos. I normally educate. I started putting together playlists before I started the show, but today I didn't because there was so much going on, and other people showed the videos I was going to show. So that kind of killed that. I got to figure out if this Streamlabs OBS will let me downgrade. But I mean, you know, sometimes I just kind of randomly search for certain keywords and see what I can find. Whoa, that was odd. You and Jeff and Gray at the courthouse. Oh, your live stream? You got some keywords? I can only imagine what those keywords are. Sorry, I'm not showing porn. About how far in, Educate? When do you think I should start? I mean, it's a pretty, you know, it's a 32-minute video, 33-minute.
All right. All right, people. We're about to enter the crime scene where I was kidnapped, assaulted, and robbed. This is the scene of the crime. I know most of you already know. You've seen the video. Well, we're going to see if they violate our rights once more. Here we go. Here's the big chance. Got Jeff Gray across here. Hey, how are you? I think we're about to have contact, people. Sorry, what was it? All right. Thank you. Turn it off. Why? This is a public area. You can't trespass my eyes. You can't trespass my eyes. I do have permission. That's the First Amendment. The First Amendment, the Constitution. That's my permission. Looks like we're about to have action, people.
Jeff, can you tell me what just happened?
He told me that I can't video here inside that door. And as you can see, he's probably going to get a supervisor or somebody. So that was just a security guard. That wasn't actual JSO. I'm looking, to be honest with you, you might want to go across the street because chances are pretty good JSO is going to come out and take you back downtown. Here we go. Thank y'all. I guess this must be a judge. She said something to the security guard. He said, I tried to get them to leave, but they won't leave. Yeah, that's the walk of shame. I'm pretty sure he did make contact with an actual officer here or someone in head of security. hopefully they learn their lesson, people. I mean, it's sad that we have to do this every other month, but talking with Jeff, yes, Richard Head, it is. Talking with Jeff, most of you guys don't know this, but Jeff came down here to the courthouse with his lawyer, and the head of security, his name is Major Weintraub. He actually assaulted Jeff in the courtroom in front of his lawyer. That's how out of control these people are. They don't care about a lawyer being present. They know the importance of audio.
Hello.
Hey Brian, this is Jeff with Educate the Public. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good, man. Thanks for calling.
No problem, brother. I appreciate what you do, man. Getting the word out.
Yeah, I mean, well, I try my best. It's just kind of one of them slow nights, you know. Not a lot of people here, but hey, every person counts. So,
yes, sir. I agree. And, you know, every personality counts, too. We all have our opinions. You've got guys that want to hit these cops hard with attitudes and things like that. And then you got the Jeff Grays of the movement, too. But we need everybody. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. Now,
we need everybody to get out there.
Now, my question, what is the official charge? What did they hit you with?
They actually hit me with 2 charges. One was resisting and opposing. The second was resisting arrest without violence.
So how did they hit you with an arrest charge, you know, a resisting arrest charge, when you don't have a charge to be arrested for?
Exactly. And I'm glad you brought that up, because the issue here in Jacksonville is much larger than the issue throughout the country. We have zero transparency here, and you know, zero transparency leads to zero accountability and 100% access to corruption.
Right.
If the people don't know what's going on, you really can't hold anybody accountable, you know, because they're investigating themselves, and anything that you see on news here in Jacksonville is just a parroting of what the police, what JSO tells the media. Let me give you a little history about what's going on right here in Jacksonville, and the reason I started doing what I'm doing. We had a young lady, 6 years old, just a baby. She was abducted, raped, and murdered. Her name is Cherish Periwinkle. I lost my mind over the incident and contacted Channel 4 and told them that they're just, you know, they're a PIO for JSO. And I got a response back from an editor that's worked, he's a veteran editor. He's worked at St. Louis, Minneapolis, some really large police departments across the United States over his career. And he told me by far Jacksonville has mastered the lack of transparency. And they are the most corrupt department in the nation as far as he's concerned. Because what happened there in that situation back in 2009, Jacksonville took the police scanners out of all the TV stations. They went to a cryptic scanner, so nobody can follow them to these calls. So anything that you hear about JSO was whatever they told the media. That's the way it is today. What really blew my mind is two people stepped forward and said they saw this white van that they were looking for during the Amber Alert 2 hours before the murder took place. But unfortunately, JSO dropped the ball, issued the Amber Alert 6 hours later.
Oh,
so 9 times out of 10, this child would still be living today. So that's the straw that broke the camel's back with me. And I'm going to do everything in my power. I've already raised my children, but I'm concerned about our grandchildren, their future. All my family lives here in Jacksonville, so I don't know if you guys follow what's taking place down in Homestead with James Eric McDonough. He's doing his homework, and he's exposing the corruption down there in that police department and city council. Currently he's got 9 federal lawsuits against the station, the chief, city council, and recently they did step forward to the city lawyers, city attorneys rather, step forward and ask them to please settle out of court on 2 of the cases. And this man is standing his ground. He said, hell no. He's going to move forward. Jury's going to take care of this. So what he's doing down there, I'm going to attempt to do the same thing right here, because Jacksonville is just ridiculous. I mean, it wasn't too many years ago when Jeff Gray and Thomas Covenant did the very same thing I was arrested for 2 days ago. So you have to keep the cameras going, because it doesn't take long before they forget and they try to walk all over the citizens here. And it's the biggest problem is lack of transparency. And what I don't get is this current sheriff here in Jacksonville, he ran his campaign on transparency and accountability, and he's failed miserably. He told a bald-faced lie. We have less transparency and less accountability since he's taken office. So I know it's going to be a long, hard road, but like I said, I'm one of those guys that don't have to. There's a lot of people out there, Brian, that really want to help move forward with what we're doing as auditors, but you have to understand a lot of these people still have children in their house. So they can't hit the front lines like men. And I got to applaud Jeff Gray, because he's still got children in his house. But he still puts everything on the line to get out there and do what he does. And I'm glad he came up here and helped me out today. But, any way you can support the auditors that's out there doing what they do today, because nobody's blind. Video does not lie. Everyone can see where we're headed if we let this go on. I've lived my life. I could care less where it ends up, but I got to do what I've got to do to make sure these grandchildren have a better future than what these kids are having today.
Right.
Back in the day, bro. At 10 years old, 5 o'clock in the morning, I would load my shotgun in my house, walk a mile down the road to go hunting. Can you imagine what's going to happen to a child today if they attempted something like that?
Oh, yeah, I know.
We're going to attend his funeral.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous how far we've sunk in the last 30 years as far as our freedom.
Right. Max, I don't know if you've watching the chat here, but Maximillionaire, who is extremely good at data mining, he's saying that the charge is disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. However, the disorderly conduct allegedly happened after the fact, after you were grabbed. So,
well, right. Well, the disorderly never took place. It was actually two of the same charges. They doubled up on the charges. Now, what you will see in the future, and I want to thank everybody out here on your show, because without the guys stepping up and calling into the jail, calling into the courthouse, I wouldn't be talking to you right now, because if you follow my channel, you'll see that one of my first false arrests that was live streamed, I spent 19 days in jail because I didn't have the following I have today. So it's very important that people do take a minute and address these issues. You know, if it's calling into the police department, the courthouse, whatever it is, try to do your part. We're not asking you to step out on the front line where we're at. We're not asking you to do that, but anything you can do to support the movement, you just don't know how much effect that has. And I'll explain how. The chief of the jailhouse came and he expedited me out immediately because of the calls that was made. Now, I've never heard of it happening like that, and I jumped in front of everybody. He shook my hand, he apologized, and like I said, I do still have a court date. They RO'd me, is what took place. They did not give me my phone back yesterday when I went to the evidence property room, because the head of security at the courthouse still had a hold on it. Well, I made a couple phone calls today, and Jeff Gray took me by there, and I videoed that, picking up my property. So, you know, we are making some progress, but I'm telling you, I don't know if you guys are noticing what's going on, but they're pushing back, and they're pushing back hard. Because these guys that's in power, they have access to the legislators, which make the laws. We have to eventually somehow get somebody in there to push back on the legislation level. That's very important. And something else we touch base on today. We have a lot of naysayers. You know, they think we hate police, which is not true. We hate corruption.
Right.
I love police that do their job and do it correctly, and I respect them for doing that. They're honoring their oath. But you have a lot of naysayers out there that think we hate police. That's not the case. We hate corruption. And no working man, hard-working man that's worked all his life should be robbed. When you rob me, you rob my children and grandchildren of, their college fund. Now, a real man, if you mess with his family, what should you expect? Back when we grew up.
Right. You're going to get a serious
if I go there, if me and you go there today, Brian, we're dead men.
Yep.
And we're doing the right thing.
Yep. You know, one thing I get, the one thing I do say is, when you got picked up there, like I said, I was late to the party, but I didn't know, given what's been going on lately with people getting interference charges and other crap like that, my first instinct, honestly, was to wait before calling. But Joe Schaefer was in the channel, and he said no. Educate, he'll want you to call. So call now, don't wait. Because I was going to wait. So, and I know a couple people, including Mouse, who honestly, whether he likes me or not, you know, I listen to his phone calls. And for the most part, I believe he was definitely trying his hardest to get you out. So, I mean, now I know when it comes to you, because everybody's different. You know, Padilla, at first, he wanted everybody to call. Now, he's kind of learned his lesson a bit, and he wants people to hold off a little bit, especially given that his wife needs to be able to get through and find out what's going on. So, that's where my thought process went, was, do you have somebody that needs to be able to get through, or, you know, or did you need instant calls? So Joe Schaefer definitely stepped up for you there and made sure your wishes were known. So
I believe it. I haven't been, I have spoken with Joe in the past. As a matter of fact, I don't know how far you followed my channel, but before this arrest, I was illegally trespassed from the Duval Detention Center, the main jail. I mean, they incarcerate so many people here in Duval County. We have 3 jails. But I was at the main detention center where we do your visitation, and I was illegally trespassed. And because of that, I'm planning I'm putting together a mass audit. I've probably got 5 or 6 people together right now. Who is it? Florida Hillbilly and Joe's going to ride up here together whenever I put a date together. So that's going to be a probably uneventful thing, because the fact of the matter is the chief that came to get me out, to walk me out past everybody else, because as you know, I don't know if you've ever been arrested before or not, but you can even bail out and you can still sit in there for 3 to 6 hours. Well, when they told me to pack it up, I figured, well, I might see my wife in about 6 or 8 hours, because retaliation purposes, I'll sit there and I'd be the last one to get out. Well, that wasn't the case. The chief of police at Jacksonville Detention Center is a man of integrity. He came to me face to face, shook my hand, apologized, and walked me past everybody. After I got in my street clothes, I was out the door in 5 minutes. So, and I'm going to look up his name again. Things went so fast, but he deserves credit for being a man of integrity.
yeah, well,
Now the next day, I did go to the courthouse. I went to go get my phone back, and I was denied because this guy, his name is Major Weintraub. I'm going to give you some history behind this guy. Jeff Gray, a veteran of what we do today, was in the courtroom in Jacksonville courthouse, this courthouse here, that we were videoing today, with his lawyer, Eric Friday. They are so bold inside that courthouse where no video is allowed. No lawyer can get a video because they don't have cameras in the courtroom. They only have the court reporter typing. Now, that's the only evidence you've got. A court reporter cannot report the physical actions of what's taking place there. Weintraub, before he was promoted to major and head of security at this Jacksonville courthouse, went to Jeff Gray, repeatedly assaulted him in front of his own lawyer because he knows nothing will ever come of it, And Eric Friday was so intimidated by this guy, he didn't say a word. And that's what's going on here in Duval County.
Jeez.
And I'm telling you, it is unbelievable, bro. But what's taking place out there with James, I can't articulate things as well as James. James is going to end up being one of the top auditors out there, and he's going to expose a lot of corruption. What him and Val did out there, and they promised to open the door to get these cameras in these courtrooms, which should already be, because courtrooms is a public affair, you know? We should be able to video that. I'm going to attempt, before it's all said and done, once they open that door in Texas, I'm going to be the guy that goes in, and I promise you I'll be arrested time and time again. But we have to expose the puppet masters of these out-of-control officers. And that is their colleagues, the judges, whether you want to believe it or not. Not every judge now, but most. And especially the prosecutors. Here in Jacksonville, we've recently had officers confess to crimes, and then the prosecutors step up and say, well, we can't move forward with the charges because we don't have enough evidence.
Oh,
will you please, anybody look up and find out when a citizen confessed to a crime that the prosecutors did not move forward with that case? It's what it looks like. It's a corporation. These are all colleagues, including the judge, which is supposed to be neutral. A judge is supposed to be neutral in that courtroom. He's supposed to make sure I don't get out of line. He's supposed to make sure the prosecution doesn't get out of line.
Right.
But that is not the case. And until we get our own cameras, not just the court cameras, in these courtrooms, this corruption's going to continue.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
We have a long way to go, Brian, but I'll tell you what you do, you don't realize how much it means to the auditors out there. You help really get the word out, along with Black Label and many others, but, you know, everybody has to pick which part they want to play, and I'm just grateful for you guys doing what you did for me, because like I said in the beginning, I wouldn't be talking to you today, I'd still be in lockdown.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you know, trust me, I've gotten in trouble many times in the past, but, you know, most of it, I mean, I've had my run-ins with cops, and it was literally where I did nothing wrong, and I still got arrested, and I still sat in jail, but I've also done time for things that I deserve. But, ultimately, you know, there's still corruption, and I get it. I mean, here where I live, there's no auditors at all. Like, literally, not a single one. I'm getting ready to start doing it myself as soon as my probation is up. So, but in the interim, I'm just trying to do whatever I can here for you guys. And, you know, I'm trying to build my channel up to have it ready for when I actually am out on the street. And, so, it's nice to hear appreciation from you guys that, I mean, you know, my channel may not be, you know, pulling in hundreds of users on every live stream, but I figure every person that gets to hear the word is one more person that can help. That's the way I see it. And, you know, I don't know if you've noticed, but like me and Tay and a few others, we've been really pushing for equal help of channels, trying to get everybody to help each other grow their channels. And I don't know if you've noticed, but a big part of that was in the middle of the night. I actually got this phone call like 3-something in the morning my time, and it was Mexican Padilla. And he was telling me he posted a video on his channel telling people to come check out my channel and subscribe to me. And, you know, I was blown away. I was so appreciative of the fact that he would do that for me. And, you know, so it's unity like that that's helping it all grow overall. And, you know, when we have people like you who are out there, you know, I'm at the ready. I mean, as soon as you got arrested, I literally, as soon as that you got arrested, I picked up my phone and I text Black Label. And I told him what happened. I gave him the information to the courthouse and everything. Instantly. So, like, that information was out. You know, and...
Oh, yes, sir. It's unbelievable the response I received from that arrest. And I want to let everybody know right now that I appreciate what everyone did, because it's not only you may have started that, but I'll tell you what, there's probably a good 20 people that did follow up, and there was a couple people that was live streaming my live stream. Before I even reached the jail, things was happening. And if you've been in, I don't know how updated your jails are right there where you're at, but ours are glass. We don't have escapes.
Yep.
It's like a maximum prison, maximum security prison. But I could look behind the glass, and every computer in every department was on Educate the Public, and they were looking at that false arrest, and it's because of what you and Black Label and all of the other live streamers did. They did get a lot of calls, and we do have a couple of law enforcement officers here in Jacksonville that did the right thing. They took the right steps, and I was released immediately. And with my record, that's unheard of. No one with my record would ever be RR'd.
Yeah, I know.
To the door in front of everyone else.
Yeah, trust me, I know that one very well.
Right.
I mean,
you know, if I get a traffic ticket, I'm liable to be held on a $100,000 bond.
Exactly.
And I'm going to tell you why this happens too. I want to explain for the uneducated people out there. I'm busy. When I'm 20 years old, I'm busy building a future for my family. So what do when the police get me? I buy a lawyer. Now, when I buy a lawyer, I plead out. So these are convictions. Some are withheld beautification, but it creates a fat folder.
Yep.
I buy my way out. I was a businessman. I bought my way out.
Yep.
All right. Now, once you get older, you realize how wrong you were, but you have to do what you have to do for the children in your home. Yep. I don't have time. I'm running a business. I don't have time to spend hours in court, lose 3 days of estimates or whatever at my job, and lose hundreds of thousands of dollars that year. So I play the game. Before I know it, I'm 50 years old, and I can't get an ROR because these are plea deals. I plead to a lesser charge just to get out from under this crap and go ahead and give you your little $5,000, and I'm out of there.
Yep.
So that's the game they're playing. That's why me and you are in a situation that we are today. RORs don't exist. They recognized these cops were ridiculously out of line, and they're trying to cover their butt. But like I stated in one of my videos, I don't do this for the money. I'm doing this for the grandkids' future.
Exactly.
But it's like a lot of my viewers said, please, Jeff, move forward. It's the only thing they understand. If you don't do this and do it now, they're going to continue to violate everybody else's rights. So I'm most likely going to file 4 or 5 1983s here in the next couple of weeks. Because I agree with it. After stopping and thinking about it for a minute, that's true. If the only thing going to stop a tyrant is hit him in the pocketbook.
Yep. Well, yeah.
It's going to also give me the opportunity to get a lot of other guys going too, because it's all about unity. You got Patrick, News Now Patrick, that's off the chain. And I understand that. He's a young boy.
Yep.
He wants to fight back. He actually wants to fight back with his fist, but he's got enough control that, you know, he's got to try to move forward and do the right thing. And I understand that. It's an age thing. You learn as life's dance, you learn as you go.
Yep.
Then you have it takes, you know what, I could care less how you approach the situation. Everybody needs to be there. We all need to stand up.
Yep.
And I could care less if you're black, white, green, gay, straight, whatever. You're my brother. Let's get this thing done. We're all united we stand, divided we fall.
Yep.
You know, all of this stuff that's going on with, I don't like this guy, I don't like that guy. You know what, keep that to yourself. We're all fighting the same fight.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, that's what I said. I mean, I sent you a private message on YouTube, like literally right after you got arrested, hoping you would get it.
Well, unfortunately, Brian, I'm a lot like Jeff Gray, and we are not tech savvy.
Okay.
I'm a truck driver, I'm a construction worker. I don't know what a computer looks like till I had to get in this business here. And I'm pretty sure it's the same with him, but I don't know how to retrieve a private message. I've been putting my personal cell phone out there for you guys to call me, because if I'm fighting against transparency, I've got nothing to hide. People say don't put your information out there. I don't care. I've got nothing to hide, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not about it's not about transparency with that. It's about the trolls mostly, which is why I did this second line thing, which I keep apologizing for in the channel because it is a bit muffled and staticky, but it's a Wi-Fi phone thing. But I've been bombarded on this phone line with, I can't even tell you how many calls from trolls, calls and texts, and they sign the phone number up for stupid, you get them people calling from the other side of the world asking if you want to buy porn magazines and crap like that. I mean, that's what they mean by that, is keep your main number to yourself. And it's just because, it's not because they want you to stay private, it's because they want you to avoid getting hundreds of phone calls and texts from people asking if you want the newest issue of Playboy or something. That's...
I can understand that. Fortunately, I've been playing that game. I let everybody know who I am, where I am. If you want to talk to me face to face, this is where I live. But I do understand this troll thing, and I have a little bit of common sense, Brian, and I'm getting a lot of comments, like today when me and Jeff teamed up and went out to the courthouse. everybody called him the king of sea suckers. Now, common sense tells me that these are the cops infiltrating my channel. Not only that, that's just one. I get a lot of comments about coon this, Negro that, and what they're attempting to do right there is to make you respond. Maybe, say for example, I was a racist, which that's impossible. My best friends are black, my wife's Filipino. I don't judge a person by their nationality, I judge them by their integrity and who they are inside.
Yeah, well, the mother of my children is black. My kids are mixed, so I'm the least racist person you'll ever meet. So I get it.
That's me, bro. You know what? I'll judge a person by who they are.
Exactly.
Not what they look like.
Now, do you mind if I keep this phone number, or would you rather I delete it out of my phone?
No, sir. You keep it. And anytime you want to call.
Okay, do you take text? It's usually... It's just, I don't hear very well, so I generally text people. So... I'm just letting you know, if you get a text from this number, it might be my other number, my main number, but if it comes from a 585 area code, it's me. So just so you know.
I do check my text. I check my message. I try to answer my messages, but Lord, these last couple incidents, I can't address 5,000 people, you know what I mean?
Right. Alright, well, I got somebody that keeps texting me trying to get in on the line, but I do appreciate you calling in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this phone call out of the live stream and post it as its own video in case anybody wants to listen to it. And again, I do apologize for any static or anything like that, but, you know, it is what it is. It's a free Wi-Fi phone service, you know? But
I'm telling you what, you're really very clear on my.
Well, yeah,
it's going to be great. It should be great.
Well, I know some of the people in the channel are saying that it's muffled and staticky, and it's, you know, like I said, I'm very hard of hearing, so I hear things differently than anybody else does. So it's very hard for me to tell if something is distorted until somebody tells me so. So, but I know, you know.
All right, Brian, I appreciate your help, buddy. And like I said, we got to stick together. We got to have our supporters out there one way or the other. They want to get out on the front line. Let's show them how to do it. If they want to support us monetarily, that's great. But let's get everybody involved. We got to stand up and stand together.
Hey, you got that right, man. Alright, man, well, you have a good one, and I gotta go dig through these texts now and figure out who was trying to get through. I don't even know if they're still around, but, alright, man, thanks for calling. You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, everyone, well, that was Educate the Public, and very, very insightful, call. You know, his story about the little girl down there, it's very reminiscent of something that happened here years ago, and most of you may have heard of it, but there was a little girl named Kaylee Ann Polton who went missing for a long time, and it was a very big deal here, because, you know, obviously it happened here, and it was a very big thing, and it ended up being a neighbor or something like that killed her and put her in a water tank, like in his backyard or some shit, and they ended up finding it. But let's see, somebody was texting me. Can you get this line over and reopen about? Yeah, Deadly Archer, if you're still in the room, it most likely wasn't you. This thing, sometimes it comes in crystal clear. Other times it comes in distorted. So there's probably a 99% chance it was mine. And now I get a commercial from there for it. The price of it being free. So, but yeah. Yeah, it was a big deal. Very big deal. Just like that serial killer when I was growing up, you know, Arthur Shawcross was here. He killed a bunch of women here. And it's funny because where he used to dump their bodies was one of my big fishing spots. Like, there's a documentary on him on Netflix. And if you watch it, they show scenes down at the Genesee River. I can tell you exactly where every single one of those spots are in that river. I know that river like the back of my hand. I mean, I've fished like every inch of that shoreline. So, I don't know if Maximilian's still in there, but, you know, like I said, he and I are going to be doing this, yeah, Maximilian, if you're still in the room, I'll pass this information on to Bao. But yeah, so, I mean, it is what it is, you know, it was a slow night, you know, because we had a lot of live streams earlier, especially with the big name guys. But, yeah, originally from Watertown, he was in jail, killed 2 children, got out, came to Rochester, and somehow was able to live like a normal life, and ended up killing a bunch of prostitutes here. And, the thing is, one of the prostitutes in particular, she used to, she wasn't a prostitute, but was one of the ones he killed that wasn't a prostitute. She used to walk down the street I grew up on every single day to go to and from work and all that. And we knew her casually, like in passing. And all of a sudden, she stopped coming around, and she was on the news that she had disappeared, and eventually he had taken her body down to the river and froze it. It was wintertime, but he positioned her privates up in the river and froze that way. And he used to go visit the body. So, hey Bao, what's up, man? Did you get my text? I got some Maximilian is trying to get a hold of you. He asked me to pass on his contact information to you. So I'm going to send that to you in a text. I sent your text a little while ago. No big deal. It was just a text. But there's something I did want to talk to you about. I don't know if you'd be willing to do it or not, but no text. I sent it at 6:17 Eastern time, so 5:17 your time. I just sent you another one. See if you get it. And I'm going to write this down so that I can text it to you. Alright, I'm going to text you Maximilian Ayer's phone number. He's asking if you would call him. He wants to talk to you about your case. And I guess about doing a story on it. Alright, there's Maximilian Ayer's phone number. So I guess when you have a moment, send him a text or give him a call. But there is something I wanted to talk to you about too, so I'll text you about it. I don't, like I said, I don't even know if you're willing to do it or not, but we're trying to get this thing going where we help each other out, and help each other's channels grow. So, but you're at 196 Eastern Kentucky? Well, that's not bad. I mean, been a while since I looked at your site. Or channel. Eastern Kentucky Accountability. $194. Oh, apparently I forgot to see, I unsubscribed to everybody and have been resubscribing, trying to get the notifications to work. So you're now at 197. Yeah, but I mean, by the looks of it, you just started your channel. So, I mean, if you're just starting out, 197 is not bad. I thought I'd be higher than I am today, but I still appreciate every sub I get, so just considering what Padilla did, I just thought, you know, it was gonna zoom up there. It was unexpected. I mean, he literally called me. It was like 3-something a.m. my time. All of a sudden, my phone's ringing. I had just fallen asleep like 20, 30 minutes before. And it was him, and we sat on the phone for like an hour. And then all of a sudden, his phone cut out. I don't know what happened, but his phone cut out. And I haven't heard from him since. He hasn't responded to texts or nothing. So, I don't know what happened. My goal, I was trying to hit 500 by the end of the day, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's just, I think overall, you know, there's no finger pointing here. I just think overall, people need to help each other grow their channels. Because the more people that have subscribed to us, you know, some people say it doesn't matter. But it does. Because the more subscribers you have, the more people get every video you put out. All the information you put out. Russell, yeah, well, you gotta understand, me and Padilla are pretty close, and, you know, I've helped him out a lot when he got arrested and that, and it's his way of trying to pay me back, even though I tell him he doesn't have to. You know, he's still trying to help me, and that's what I'm trying to get across, is look what he did, you know? Now, imagine if everybody does that for each other, you know? I mean, I'm really trying to grow my channel here because I'm trying to become another one of those people that gets you guys the information as fast as possible. Plus, you know, I make a lot of videos. I just released 2 brand new videos yesterday. I spent the better part of like 28 hours working on those 2 videos. You guys, you know, sometimes you don't realize it takes, you know, that troll tribute video I made for fun. You know, that was just a joke video. That video still took me a good 4 hours to make. And it's less than 2 minutes long. So, I mean, you know, it's a lot of work making videos. I know said, it was really funny. When I got to 420, every time, you know, people would unsubscribe from me. Every time I got a new subscriber, they would unsubscribe from me just to keep me at 420 because they thought it was hilarious. I started out today with 423. So, I think overall it was a pretty damn good day. But imagine if everybody starts doing that for everybody else. You know, imagine how much more information we can get out to people. You know, look at Spitshine and Fluke Dog out in the UK with what just happened to them. Now, if they had 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 subscribers, that's that many people that would know what's going on in the UK the moment they finished uploading that video. That's why the subscriber count is so important. I mean, yeah, you know, there are some people that are in it only for the money. And I'm not going to lie, being monetized would be nice. When you're piss poor, you have nothing, yeah, that money looks awfully good. But what I care about is getting that information across. Like the 2 videos I released yesterday. I couldn't wait to get them out because in both cases, they didn't exist. Nobody else has done them. I searched for hours on YouTube to see if either type existed, and neither type existed. So I knew I was on to something with those 2 videos. Now the cursing one was Padilla's idea, you know, hence putting it as, you know, me and him both present in the intro. He, you know, when I talked to him on the phone the other day, he's like, I got this idea, I don't know how to make it, can you make it? So, you know, but I think overall both videos were a pretty good hit. You know, that collection of the Proof of Tyranny, that's actually going to be a series because I didn't think there was that many activists in our cause that have been arrested. It was insane. When I was searching through, going for the clips, oh my God, I did not realize so many auditors and activists have been arrested. I put 15 in that one, and it's almost a half hour long. And I cut them clips as short as I could while still getting the point across. So, I was amazed at all the auditors that have been arrested. Yeah, you know, that shit with, yeah, you're right, with CCW there, California Citizen Watch, which if you haven't subbed to him, go do it. I did it the moment I saw that video. But in either case, man, we got to start helping each other more, and I just hope that the bigger channels with, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5,000, 10,000, 30,000, 70,000 people help out. Help grow the channels. I mean, all of us. You know, Tay's trying to build her channel. She's, the only problem she's dealing with is her internet connection. You know, she's got, she says she thinks she has the fastest line offered in her area. But unfortunately, whether she's on her cell phone or on an OBS, it's still slow. It lags. So I'm going to try tweaking her settings a little bit. See if I can't slow the frame rate down a little and see if that helps. So ah, that sucks, Ladybird. Damn. That's the first I've heard of it. Yeah, but you look at them ones with freaking Southside. I mean, how many times has he had a rifle pointed at him? affiliated channels. I'm not sure what you mean, W. You mean when you click on channels? Well, when you click on channels, it shows all the channels I'm subscribed to. Oh, look, it's Barry Witcher. Everybody's favorite troll. Barry's one of the people that subscribes and unsubscribes to me all the time. I don't know if he thinks he's funny or what, but it's not. I didn't say I was blocking you, Barry. Not once did I say I was blocking you. Ed, I might have seen it, and I've seen so many videos, dude. I mean, I could have easily seen it and don't remember it. I mean, I've seen like thousands of these videos. So, Barry seems to think that all auditors are afraid of him. He puts all auditors in their place with his words. And all auditors and activists are afraid of him. Yeah, I know. Barry loves the hell out of me. I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the beard. I don't know. But damn, he wants me bad. I mean, he like comments on every single video. And what he does is he'll comment. Then he'll delete the comment and add another comment. Then delete it and add another comment. I don't know why he thinks he's funny. But I mean, I don't give a shit. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is about me. Maybe it's just because I'm such a stud muffin. But Barry just has it out for me big time. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't print out a still frame of me and, you know, it's hanging up in some special place. Oh, thank you, Russell. I try. It's getting there, you know. Try to keep it nice. Oh, I know. It is. It's funny as hell. It is. Barry thinks that he's like, I don't know. He thinks he's some uber anti-auditor. What, Ed? You come from the school? No, you don't hold a candle to George Carlin. George Carlin is an amazing comedian. W, I'll have to look at it. I'll go through my settings and see if I can't enable that. Yeah, I know. When Carlin died, I was highly upset.
Looks like I may have gotten out here late. I was doing an interview with Brian on his channel, so I was tied up for probably close to an hour and came upon this. Looks like it's about over, but what's going to take place here 9 times out of 10 is they probably have the suspect in the back of one of these 2 vehicles here, and I can promise you they're going to tow this car and they will sell it at auction. Business as usual. Remember the day when you got arrested and they wouldn't steal all your property? Them days are far behind us, people. Yep, you're right. Taking a stand. It used to be their car. Now it belongs to the city of Jacksonville, and they're going to auction it off. You got it, Road Pirates. 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, this is either a drug dealer or a drug suspect, drug dealer or a drug user. So it is what it is, people. Jacksonville making that money. Yeah, you're right, Francette. It's against the law to, if they say you can't smoke it, then you got to be careful. Personally, I don't smoke it, but I could care less about what other people do, what other people put in their bodies. But those of you that has common sense, most of these new statutes and laws that they write, pretty good. How you doing, man? All right. Most of the statutes wrote today are local governments trying to control human nature. That's exactly what it is. There's a lot of big money in controlling human nature. Y'all don't think I'm by myself tonight. I have a backup camera behind me, out of sight, so if they try something funny, they're out of gas. Taking a stand. Where are you located, sir? Hey, Texas Wolfman. Georgia. Fort Stewart. That's I don't know. Maybe if you're down this way, we'll go do an audit. I got plenty of ideas, so any given day and time, we can make something happen if you want to get together one day. Yep, 2.5 hours. Hey, Liberty, how you doing? To be honest, people, very soon, as you can see, this young lady, this young officer was very nice, asked me how I was doing. For me, it's going to get even better. I say even better, but actually it's not. for the people, for the citizens, because 3 years ago, don't approach this guy no matter what, unless he obviously breaking a law, of course. But unfortunately, the majority of the people in certain parts of town, they're going to be harassed, falsely arrested, and the only way we can overcome that is encourage others to do what we're doing and make them the front guy after they witness a couple audits. They'll be a little bit more comfortable, but everybody, please, in your town, try, if it's through Facebook, try to get people together and go out together and do what we're doing right here, right now. We got to shine the light on what's going on today. Even though Jacksonville's acting like they are tonight, really, really nice, this lady here, this lady officer, if there's no camera around and they're in north side in the middle of the hood, nobody's shining the camera on them, they are going to abuse the crap out of that person. That's just the way it is. If you look back on Jacksonville's history, you'll see John Phillips, the lawyer that is representing the young lady that was beaten by the officer in the Sally Port of the Jacksonville Detention Center. Well, I want you to know that that officer was only on duty. He was only employed for under 18 months. Now, for someone to act like that in plain view of other officers and other inmates, common sense tells you this is what they do in the field at night when nobody's watching. It's accepted. So that young officer thought it was accepted. Unfortunately, he was caught on video, and therefore John Phillips has $1 million lawsuit. But we're not looking at the $1 million lawsuit, people. Use your common sense. If someone that new on the police force is going to do something like beat a woman in handcuffs till she's unconscious, this is common practice. Common practice, people. There's no way he would have took it on his own and just flipped out. He's off his meds. That's not going to happen. Common practice is to beat handcuffed suspects. Case in point, Tim James. We're still paying his salary here, thanks to the great transparency and accountability we have here in Jacksonville. And 9 times out of 10, you got the same transparency and accountability in your town. So get on Facebook, announce it daily that we need more auditors, and teach these guys. Be the front man, use them as backup until they understand what they can and cannot do and understand the law a little better. Then a point's going to come, a time is going to come where your picture is going to be sent out to every local officer. Do not approach this man. That's when you need these backup cameras to take point. And then you become a backup camera. They will falsely arrest somebody that they don't know. I promise you that. We need to continue to do what we're doing. Our grandchildren's future depends on us. People, you got to stand up. If you have children in your house today that you have to provide for, we don't expect you to be a front man. We don't expect you to be on the front lines like Jeff Gray and myself. What we do expect is participate in one way or the other. Stand up. We all have family. I know you love yours as much as I love mine. People, it's getting a little late. I appreciate all the views, all your comments, and please listen to what I'm saying. It's really important. The police state is here and it's now, and the only way we're going to change it is everyone stand up, be united. I don't care what your personal differences or opinions are. We have to unite, because this is really way out of control. Thank you, Florida Hillbilly. I appreciate what you're doing on your live streams too, buddy. Just help us, continue to help us expose what's really going on. People need to know the truth about what these officers are doing. Yes, Eastern Kentucky, it's all about accountability. But I tell you, without transparency, there will never be accountability. Transparency breeds corruption, because if we don't know what our government's doing, we cannot hold them accountable. It's all secret, just like here in Jacksonville. Okay, viewers, I have a wife that expects me to sleep at home and not in a jail cell tonight. This is going to be uneventful. These officers are respecting my First Amendment right, but I can tell you this white Impala right here will be taken to the impoundment. There will be a tow truck out here very shortly, and it will be auctioned off. Remember, it's nothing to do with public safety, and it's everything to do with revenue generation. Thank you for watching.
And that was Educate Live again. See, now it's time for the special dinner. I got a atorvastatin, goes great with butter. I got Flomax, really good on toast. Kidney stones. Got amlodipine, real good stuff. Got metformin. Now this goes great with jelly. Then I got mirtazapine. This is just going good on its own. And I got your probiotics. Oh, you should see my breakfast, Russell. And then I got my nightly aspirin. Keeps the blood thin. You know, keeps me from dying. What's up, vet? Man, all y'all come in way late in the stream. Just taking on my nightly meds. Oh, lady, you should see that morning. And then, I still got in the afternoon, too. I got 2 or 3 meds I take in the afternoon. Man, it was tasty. Breakfast is... Oh, that's right. What are you, like 6 hours ahead of me? What time is it there, Spitshine? Flat Earth. Yeah, I wish I could. $3:10. So, oh, you're only 5 hours ahead of me. You must be on the far west end of the UK. What was the drink? It was extremely flat Pepsi. I gotta figure out how to... I don't even know if they let me yet. I think you gotta get higher subscriber count. Because I want to be able to set that preview video when you first go to my channel. I see it being done a lot now. Gross. Huh. I gotta figure out where the settings are in this OBS for the stream title and description. Did I hear about the mods fighting? No, what mods fighting? Yeah, 007, it's twice the cost. But don't worry, I still get to take it in for 5 cents. Alright, Eggs, yeah, I mean... I've been going almost 3 hours on this thing. But then again, I didn't do one yesterday. What were you talking about, Will? What mods fighting? I know the chat started screwing up, though. I don't know if you guys saw it on Black Labels when I always do the pop-out chat when I'm on the laptop. And, it was constantly saying that Monkey and Denise and Mrs. 50 were deleting people's messages at the end of their messages. I don't know if you saw it, but Tay saw it too, so I know it wasn't just me. Will, email me and tell me what you're talking about. Please, I want to know now. You got me all curious. Just at the Brian King, or you can text me at that phone number. But you can email me, Brian King Samsung at Gmail. Well, let me know, because I must have missed it. Well, I know that 007. I knew it wasn't the mods doing it. I just, at first, I thought it was me. I thought something was screwed up on my end. I kept refreshing the browser and everything. But then Tay texted me and said she saw it too. But yeah, will you email me that, Will? Or text me it to that phone number on the screen? Hey, RG, man. Not much, man. Kind of dying down, Will, are you gonna email me that or not? You got me really freaking curious now. But she went to bed, man. Then I gotta wait till tomorrow. Yourself? Well, then text me, damn it. Text me at that phone number you see on the screen. Well, yeah, see, well, the thing is, I mean, I see a lot of things going on. Yeah. I mean, if it's who I'm thinking of, then yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. One's been there a long time, one's kinda new. I'm not gonna say no more because I don't wanna get accused of starting something, you know. I'm just really curious now that you brought it up. But if it's who I think it is, then alright, I get it. Texas Vet, what was the brand of that, the camera that you gave, OKC Vet? Was that a Sony? We were talking earlier about tech and, you know, affordable tech for new auditors and things like that. Ladybird, all I can say is email me. Okay. Yeah, I know, man. You guys, the vets, are awesome. When I found out Bao was a vet, that just made him even more awesome. Alright guys, well, I'm just going to wind this down because I need to go find something to eat since I just took my diabetes medicine. I mean, I'll leave the chat up a little bit longer. I'll throw it on my end screen. But, I appreciate y'all stopping in, especially those of you that have hung with me for the last 3 hours. Ladybird, email me. No, Vet, he has not answered any of my texts, my phone calls, my emails, nothing. Never got what I talked to you about when I called you that day. Nothing. It's like he disappeared. So, I don't know what's up with that. I really don't. I tried to contact him. You know, I tried to apologize for what I said, but he doesn't reply either way. keep an eye out, guys, because I plan on, hopefully tomorrow I'll have it up. I mean, I'm throwing together a relatively simple video, but I'm trying to help people find other auditors in their area. So I'm going to be putting up the best I can think of under the circumstances. We're going to work something out in the long run, but I'm trying to come up with something for the interim. So just kind of keep an eye out tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get it done early and have it up. So otherwise, you know, thanks for coming. If anybody wishes to donate to me, the website right there with PayPal me, you know, paypal.me/Brian King Samsung. Otherwise, yes, thank you all for coming.